Are you looking for a solid business idea? Something essential, something always in demand? Maybe you're good with cars, maybe you like helping people out of a jam, or maybe you just see a real opportunity. Today, I want to talk about starting a car battery retail and installation business. People ask me for business advice all the time, drawing on my years of building ventures. So, forget the guesswork. I'm going to give you my personal roadmap, the real world steps I'd take right now to build this specific business from the ground up. But here's the deal. Building your future takes focus. If you honestly can't stick with me for the next 10 minutes to learn a real world plan, maybe entrepreneurship isn't your path. Seriously, if you are committed to building something real, stick around. Why car batteries? Think about it. Nearly every car needs one. They don't last forever, and when they die, it's often an emergency. People need a solution, fast. This business combines retail, selling the product, with service, the installation. And that service component, that's where you can really build loyalty and stand out. You're not just selling a box. You're solving a critical problem, getting people back on the road. It's tangible, it's needed, and if you do it right, it's profitable. Before we dive deeper into the how, let's touch on something fundamental today, having a website. Even for a local battery business, it's not optional anymore. It's your digital storefront. It shows you're professional, lets customers find your hours or services anytime, maybe even request a quote or service online. Critically, it's the anchor for getting found on Google when people search locally. Don't skip this step. It builds instant credibility. And for that website, especially early on, a tool like Uptime Card can be super helpful. They give tech advice based on similar sites, let you compare, and alert you if your site unexpectedly goes down. Crucial when you're starting. Now, most people think business starts with a killer unique idea. Forget that, especially here. You don't need to invent a new type of battery. Business, in my experience, starts with you. What do you like? Are you genuinely interested in cars? Do you get satisfaction from fixing things or providing great customer service? When I launched successful ventures, even in crowded markets, it wasn't because my idea was revolutionary. It was because I was obsessed with the process, marketing, service, whatever it was. So ask yourself, what part of this business genuinely excites you? Is it the technical side of batteries and vehicles? The logistics of inventory and supply? The customer interaction? Building a trusted local brand? Lean into what you enjoy because you'll need that passion to outlast competitors who are just punching the clock. Write down what aspects you love and what you dislike. You'll focus on the former and figure out how to handle the latter later. Okay, let's talk planning. Forget rigid 50-page business plans gathering dust. They kill flexibility. What you need is a mind map. I swear by this. Put my car battery business in the center of a page. Now branch out. What are the possibilities? Think about retail, a physical shop, what kind of inventory, high-end, budget-specific vehicle types. What about mobile installation? A van service, perhaps? What's your service area going to be? Your response time? Will you operate 24/7? Then there are other services like battery testing, charging, or corrosion cleaning. Who are your customers going to be? Daily drivers? Maybe classic car owners? How about local garages or even commercial fleets like taxis and delivery vans? Where will you get your batteries from? How many brands will you carry? And how will people find you? Will it be online searches, local ads, or building partnerships? Initially, it might just be you, but will you need an installer or admin help down the line? See how fluid this is? As you learn, as the market shifts, you just add new bubbles, connect ideas. Maybe serving fleets becomes a huge opportunity. Maybe you add a battery recycling program later on. This keeps you agile, able to pivot based on what's working. This is your roadmap evolving with you. This sounds soft to some, but trust me, it's critical, especially today. Why are you doing this? If it's just about making money, your future team will only care about their paycheck and your customers will only care about the lowest price. That's a race to the bottom. What's your purpose beyond profit? Are you going to be the most reliable battery service in town, giving people peace of mind? Maybe you'll focus on speed and convenience, saving people time and hassle when they're stranded. Are you committed to honest advice, maybe even telling someone they don't need a new battery yet? Perhaps focusing on environmental responsibility through recycling is important to you. Define this purpose. It fuels you when things get tough. It attracts the right kind of employees who care, and it resonates with customers who want to deal with a business that stands for something. When you have a clear purpose, managing people becomes managing the purpose. It's a game changer. All right, how do you win? In the battery business, it's tempting to compete solely on price. Don't fall into that trap long term. Someone can always be cheaper. The real way to win, from my perspective, is through value and trust, built over time. This means playing the long game. Think delayed gratification. Maybe your first interaction with a potential customer isn't a sale. Maybe it's offering a free battery check or terminal cleaning. You build rapport, you demonstrate expertise and honesty. That customer remembers you. When they do need a battery, who are they going to call? The faceless online discounter or the local expert who helped them out? Build a culture around the customer. Quick response times for mobile service. Clean, professional installations. Clear explanations. Going the extra mile. This creates loyalty. Loyal customers don't just come back, they tell their friends, they leave positive reviews. That's how you build a sustainable winning business. That is value they can't get just anywhere. Everyone needs to sell, especially in retail and service. But selling isn't about pushy tactics. It's about understanding and solving problems. For car batteries, remember this: sell the result, not just the product. You're not selling lead acid in a plastic box. You're selling reliability. This battery will get you started reliably every morning. You're selling peace of mind. You won't have to worry about being stranded. You're selling convenience. We'll come to you and have you back on the road in under an hour. You're selling getting life back to normal. We'll get you to that important meeting or pick up your kids on time. Understand the customer's situation. Are they stranded roadside? That's an urgent need. Are they planning ahead? They might value longevity or warranty more. My simple sales process, which works for any business, is first, understand the need. Listen first. What's their situation? What kind of car? What's important to them? Do they actually need what you offer? Don't waste time selling to someone who doesn't. Second, build connection. Be personable, be helpful, be trustworthy. Do you actually like dealing with this person? Do they seem to trust you? This is vital. If it feels wrong, maybe it's not the right customer for you long term. Third, offer the solution, the deal. Once you understand the need and have built some trust, offering the right battery and installation service becomes natural. They need it. They like and trust you. The deal makes sense. How do people find you? Marketing for a local service business like this needs to be targeted and practical. Forget expensive national campaigns. Focus locally. You need to be found online. It's crucial. People search car battery replacement near me or mobile battery service, your town. You absolutely need to show up in those searches. This means getting your Google business profile perfect with great photos, accurate hours, and good reviews. Maybe run some simple local search ads. If you have a van for mobile service, make it clean, professional, and clearly branded. It's like a driving billboard. It's marketing. Build partnerships too. Connect with local auto repair shops that don't specialize in batteries. Tow truck companies are essential partners. They find stranded people constantly. Maybe offer them a referral fee. What about body shops or fleet managers? Also, work hard to build your reputation. Encourage happy customers to leave online reviews on Google, Yelp, and other relevant sites. Word of mouth is incredibly powerful in local service businesses. Make sure you respond to reviews, both the good and the bad. It shows you care. And importantly, don't spread yourself too thin. Maybe start with just 1 or 2 marketing tactics and do them really, really well before adding more. A great Google presence and strong partnerships might be all you need initially to get going. Your brand isn't just your logo or your business name, it's your reputation. It's what people say about you when you're not around. For a car battery business, your brand should likely scream reliability, trustworthiness, speed, expertise. Every single interaction you have builds or breaks your brand. Think about how you answer the phone, how quickly your mobile service arrives, how clean your installer leaves the car, how honest your advice is, and the quality of the batteries you sell. Think about it. Do you want to be known as the cheap, maybe unreliable option? or the slightly premium but always dependable, fast, and honest service? I know which brand I'd build. Live your purpose, deliver on your promises consistently. That builds a powerful brand over time, far more valuable than just your inventory. How do you start, especially if funds are tight? Adapt the start with no money concept. Maybe you begin purely mobile. This means lower overhead, no expensive retail lease to worry about. You'll need a reliable van, essential tools, a way to communicate like your phone, and some initial battery stock. For inventory, start lean. Stock the most common battery sizes first. You can always special order less common ones initially. It's important to build relationships with your suppliers. Find out if they can offer quick delivery when you need something specific. Regarding your team, it might just be you at first doing sales, installs, everything. That's okay. But be honest about your limits. If mobile calls surge, can you handle them quickly enough? Your first hire might need to be a reliable installer. When you do hire, look for attitude and reliability just as much as technical skill. Critically, ask yourself if they align with your purpose of providing great service. And finally, create systems. Even if it's just you running the show, have processes in place. How will you track your inventory? How will you schedule jobs? How will you handle payments? Simple systems prevent chaos as your business starts to grow. Building any business, including this one, is a marathon, not a sprint. There will be challenges. You might get a bad customer review, have a supplier issue, or face a slow week. You need persistence, fueled by that passion and purpose we talked about earlier. Remember learning to lose, or rather, learning from setbacks. A mistake isn't failure if you learn from it and adjust. Maybe you find out a certain battery brand has high failure rates. Then you should stop stocking it. Maybe your initial service area turned out to be too big to cover efficiently. Adjust it. Stay agile. Keep learning. And keep improving. Always focus on that long-term reputation. Don't sacrifice quality service or basic honesty just for a quick buck. Be willing to take calculated risks when the time is right. Maybe invest in better diagnostic tools, or get a second van when demand clearly justifies it. But always come back to the core principle of serving the customer well. That's the real engine of sustainable growth in any service business. So, let's recap the core pillars from my perspective. First, start with you. Connect the business to your personal passion and energy. Second, map out your potential using a flexible mind map. Third, define your purpose clearly. Go beyond just profit and think about reliability, service, or honesty. Fourth, win with service and trust by playing the long game and building loyalty. Fifth, sell solutions, not just products, by focusing on the customer's needs and the results you provide. Sixth, market smart and locally. Be visible where local customers are looking and build key partnerships. Seventh, remember your brand is your reputation, built on consistently delivering your promise. And eighth, start lean, perhaps mobile, and grow smart by adding resources as needed and building solid systems. This is a solid, essential business model with real potential if you approach it right. It takes work, dedication, and a focus on the customer, but the rewards are there.